Hi, I'm Britt Robertson.
Hey, this is Dylan O'Brien. You're watching Shine On Media.
Please don't have sex with Ronnie. You can't lose your virginity to him.
Why not? It's not some treasure that I have to guard until I find the right person, because there is no right person. And I know that Ronnie is safe because I have my own copy of his test results.
In sync. Embarrassing. But totally amazing when you're 12. It wasn't a CD, it was a cassette. And it was, I think, Macy Gray. Weird, random. Yeah, it was a cassette. But the first CD, I think, was Spice Girls, actually. Or Hanson Mbop.
Now Too. And I remember the second song on it is that One Hit Wonder by that band. Like, never heard from again. I have no idea what they were called. It's like, you got the music, yeah. Like everybody, if you start humming that like little melody, everybody gets that. Or well, not everybody. People who maybe were born later don't. But I'm pretty sure that was the first CD that I ever bought. It's just kind of imprinted in my brain.
Boy Meets World. Weird. I was really into TGI Fridays. You know, that old thing that they had on Friday nights on ABC, and it would be like Sabrina the Teenage Witch and like Boy Meets World. And I looked forward to Friday nights always because it was like back-to-back amazingness, TV shows that I loved. And I don't know if it's necessarily where I was like, I'm gonna be an actor, but it definitely, you know, something that it was the first time I've ever felt really like passionate about something. And so I attribute that to Corey and Topanga.
No, because I never said that in my life. I really, yeah, I know. But I mean, like my favorite, like actors as a kid were like Matt Damon and Tom Hanks and Jim Carrey. Like I'm like any Leo DiCaprio. Anytime I saw any of those guys, and just true movie stars, like I just always found so fascinating to watch. I always wanted to make, they always inspired me to make stuff and to want to make movies myself one day, and still do.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember it, but I remember it. You know what I mean? I feel like I blacked out during the audition because I was so scared. But I remember it was like on the Paramount lot or something, and it was my first audition. It was like a huge audition, and I remember them telling me in the audition, they were like, "You're too green," and I had no idea what they meant. I was like, "Am I wearing it? I'm sorry, what? Green?" But I guess they meant I was too fresh, or I hadn't had enough auditions, obviously. And I think it's a networking term, or I don't really get it. Mean. Yeah, and it was my first celebrity crush. Oh God, that's so hard. I mean, it was probably like Joshua Jackson from Dawson's Creek. I loved him. He was like on my wall, when people put this on the wall. Exactly. Tiger Beats and the Bops. I do remember it. Yes, when I landed it. Oh yeah. I got the first television show. I booked this pilot for ABC Family. It was called Tangled Up in Blue, or Tangled. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. But I remember it. It was with Rosanna Arquette, and she played my mother. And it was so crazy because I remember being in that room with 4 other girls, and we were all testing, and I remember just looking at all of them and being like, I'm not gonna get this. They're so much better than me. They look so much more like her than I do. And then I booked it, and I was so confused and excited and happy, and I got to go to LA and film it, and it was so cool. And Peter Frampton played my dad, and my real dad was obsessed with Peter Frampton, so I got him an autograph.
Please don't have sex with Ronnie. You can't lose your virginity to him.
Why not? It's not some treasure that I have to guard until I find the right person, because there is no right person. And I know that Ronnie is safe because I have my own copy of his test results.
You
Which one am I? Virgin or this cake?
I've never met anyone like you before.
That's a pretty good answer.
I wish I could just go back to the beginning. Beginning? You mean Friday?